Greetings, Inquisitor. I'm glad you clicked this holocron. This is the week 57 update for the Darth Loquitur account. For any who aren't familiar, I go through this account's progress every week, all the new characters, the gear upgrades that I do, plans for the future. And we got a big update this week, with last week being the event week and all kinds of double drops. We got some premium farming done and got a lot of character upgrade buttons to push this week. So let's get into it, and let's see what we did. First of all, we've been working on this ultimate for the Sith Eternal Emperor, and unfortunately during the double drop event, the number of tokens wasn't increased to double drop, but we were able to get enough tokens that we're on our 10th element of the ultimate ability. So this is theoretically the last battle that we'll have to do. So we're working here on Ben and Rey, and we get them both down. That's the final battle. Unlimited power gives us the ultimate ability. I am all the Sith. 10th token. All right, so that's that journey completed, folks. We are done with the Sith Eternal Emperor. We're going to go right away, put that alt onto the character. There's a galactic challenge up this week that requires you to kill 3 characters in the same turn. It's got another feat for damage over times. So we're going to take him right away, try out his new alt. We're going to go into the galactic challenge. We're going to go to tier 10, and we're going to try to get the damage over times from Vader, and we're going to try to kill 3 enemies in one turn. Problem is, the first time running through here, my team is a little too efficient, and I'm expecting to lose, but I grind the team down pretty fast. So there was not enough time for me to get C to the ultimate. So here I come in a second time with just the Emperor and Wat Tambor. That guarantees that we can get to the ultimate quickly. And I don't want to have to play this multiple times, so I just spend a little bit of time here doing basics, stacking up mastery, using my links to get rid of their protection, so that we can come in on one turn and kill all 5 at once. Very satisfying. Range Trooper gets resurrected. We're just going to go ahead and pick him off, and that'll get us the 3 enemies defeated in the same turn. My Padme team's not good enough to get that 10th level, so I can't get the red box, but that's pretty close. So Grievous is within 2 pieces of having that med pack finished, and he needs 49 pieces to finish out the last piece on the right-hand side. Stun guns, we have 3 stun guns already assembled and ready to go. We have enough stun gun pieces for 2.5 more stun guns. I have never farmed up 5 completed stun guns in 1 week in the entire time I've been playing the game. So that's special. We took Mon Mothma up 1 level. We're going to wait on her until we see what else happens before we commit anything more to her. 5s, we get up another gear tier to gear 11. Can't quite take him to gear 12, but we are going to lock in all these gear pieces. We're going to make that commitment. We're going to farm up what we need to farm up and get him to gear 12 hopefully next week. Checking out some pieces here. We're going to probably need to farm some of those or make guild requests for those level 2 back to gels. Here we're going to go ahead and combine that detonator or whatever that was, just to get ready for 5s next week. Treya's missing these Mark III projectors. That's become quite the bottleneck for me, and especially when you're farming C's alt and you're only doing dark side nodes, you don't have access to that best node for the holo projector. So we're a little behind on those. Going into the journey guide here for Jedi Master Kenobi. First, we're going to click on everything we can click over here. First, we're going to upgrade Jango Fett to gear 12. That's looking like a very good potential candidate for the next relic character in the account. Clone Sergeant, part of the journey and also part of our fleet. So we're going to go ahead and take him up to gear 12. Wat Tambor has green pluses, so we're going to go ahead and take him to gear 11. Looking pretty good on him. Just have 1 more star left to go, about 53 shards of Wat Tambor to get to 7 stars. So he will not hold up our relic journey at all. Mon Mothma's still lit up, so we can take her from gear 9 to gear 10 this week as well. And that's nice because the way we play this Mon Mothma team, she's a key part of the team, and we need her to be geared up well to make the team go well. Also, with the extra Cantina farms, I was able to farm Mission and T3 up. We're going to take Mission up, and eventually we'll end up with her at level 70 so we can get some skills where we want them. There you see we're taking her to 70 to get this skill to 7, rank 7. Then we're going to put some mods on her, get her ready for that Jedi Knight Revan event. We're just going to try to make her fast. We're going to try to cycle her turns around a lot. Let her use her blindness skill. 219 speed, not bad for a gear 7 character. Then we're going to do the same thing with Zalbar, take him to level 70, and work on his skills and his mods, and just, you know, we're not committing any omegas to anything. We're just building these characters up good enough to do the event, and that's it. We're going to commit some defense sets and a crit chance set. It's just a mix of sets that make him reasonably tanky. Don't worry too much about his speed. We just try to get his health pool up there a little bit and get him some defense. So here we're going into round number 1 against the Rancor. And we just pick away at him, keep the blind up whenever we can. Keep him from hitting us too hard. We finish him off with no problem. Our Gear 7 mission and Gear 7 Zalbar did a fine job. Okay, second fight, we're going to go ahead and put Bastila into that leadership position because we can. So here we go into the fight. And you can see the Jedi Knight Revan that they give you for the event is pretty strong, so your characters don't even have to be that good. And Jedi Knight Revan does most of the work in this event. So we work through number 2 very quickly. Now we're in the third session, and viewer had told me that you could complete this pretty easily with T3 at level 1, not even geared mods, nothing, just level 1. So we left him there, and we didn't have any problem completing that mission. Got a portrait of him as well, so that's nice. Then we're going to go into the 4th round here. Now we add Jolie Bindo into the mix, so we've got all 5 of our prerequisite characters in here. And again, the Jedi are going to carry this. Bastila's in good shape. We've got Bindo. Even though Bindo's low gear, he does have the Zeta, so we're pretty confident that we're going to be able to work through this. And we get the 4th one down. Then the 5th battle we're going to go into. This is the one with the Tomb and the Spirit. We lose T3 right away. It's not a big deal. We're going to be able to walk right through this, no problem. And again, the Jedi carry the event very well with no issues. Carve our way through these guys. Get to the end boss and mark him down. Get him out of there. Finish up the rest. A victory for us. Get 5 Zetas out of that too, so that's pretty nice. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to slow this whole thing down, show you the characters, show you how I completed the event. I could make another video out of that. I just sped up this footage to make my update video shorter. So if y'all want to see that in detail, I can go through the characters and walk through how I did this and what level and what the mods look like. Here we're fighting the Terran Tatek, the last monster that we have to fight for this Revan event. And keeping Mission alive is good. Putting blind on him, cutting down his damage helps a lot. And we managed to keep Mission alive almost to the very end. We lose her right there, but he's down below a 3rd life already there, so we finish him off. Good job, guys. No problem. I feel like they were over-geared. I mean, I probably could have stopped at Gear 6 and been fine. But, yeah, so the event just didn't even feel hard. But we got through that. We can go back now and put this on the Kenobi event again. And that earns us Jedi Knight Revan. We can activate that character. And then we'll do what we always do. We'll pump up his level. And we'll get him skills. and then we'll work on his mod set and get him going. Now for him, we're going to work on a good set of mods because we do plan for this to be one of our better characters. So we are going to need to spend a little bit of time, invest in some good mods, and get him set up for the future. Now I do commit 1 Zeta right there, and I do commit one purchase of 100 energy refresh just because I wanted to be able to get this to gear 7 for this video, and then I can see what I need to gear him up for next week. Now I've got this sped up super fast, but I probably spent a good 30 minutes or more searching around the account trying to find just the right mod set for him. And what we end up doing is building a speed set with kind of a mixed offset. We got a health mod up there, but then for the triangle, I just really couldn't find anything that I liked. So we put a crit damage mod there just for something that's got good speed. We do manage to get him to 270 speed, which at gear 7 is not too bad. I feel like once we get him up to gear 12 or so, he's probably going to be up around 300 speed, so that's good enough for now. We got a decent mod set on him that we could work on more later. Then I got to go in and fix Chopper and Shock T. I stole a lot of mods from Shock T. She had a pretty good set on her that would work for Jedi Knight Revan. So we ended up stealing a bunch of her mods. Then we go back in and we replace that. And then we go into the squad tab and we make the Jedi Knight Revan team with Revan, Yoda, Bastila Shan, Shock T, and Jolie Bindo. And we'll work on that team and we'll build up their gear tiers and get them going and make them useful for us in Grand Arena as a flex team. All right, so let's take a look at where that puts us. For week 57, 2.12 million galactic power. That does add 60,000 galactic power over last week, but I think you'll all agree there was some really high quality adds there with the Jedi Knight Revan character, the alt on my Sith Eternal. Lots of good stuff going into the account this week. Still at 20 relics. We're on track for our next relic next week. Zetas, we did add 1 Zeta to that Revan, so that puts us at 32 total. Squad Arena, we're still getting top 50 with C and Watt. Fleet Arena, we're getting top 5 with the Negotiator, and our project is currently to get Grievous to Relic 0. Week 58, looks like that's going to be no problem. We don't even need that much gear on him. I'll probably already be able to start working on Jango this week too. So that's good. Next week, we're going to work on farming the Vulture Droid, Hyena Bomber, BTLB, and TIE Bomber. 4 of the pilotless ships we're farming all at once. We still got the armor we have to finish and Bo-Katan that we're working on, so that's a total of 6 hard farms. Fleet, we're working on Shock T and B1. Cantina, we can switch back to signal data now that we've got that Revan event complete. Mods, we're working on speed mods. Refreshes, we'll do 3 each. And then we'll do Cantina on Cantina Day and any Energy Day. For the Squad Arena store, we're buying Prestige once a day. Fleet store, pretty much just buying those Zeta materials now. Everything else is feeding the Shard Shop. 6 hard farms is more than I've liked to do in the past, but with the changes that they've made to gear acquisition, it does seem to be freeing up quite a bit of the crunch. So that's good, and it should allow us to be able to farm more hard nodes successfully. Cairo shock prods are still a big problem, and holo projectors, the Mark III holo projectors, are scarce right now. So those are things that I'm still going to have to farm. The Mark VIII bios are well under control. The stun guns are coming in at a good pace. So I can pretty much leave those alone and be happy with that. So the farming, we can focus on the Kairos and the holo projectors, and if we can get enough, then we got a lot of hard farms that we can do and still be successful. Really need to get those pilotless ships finished. I feel like those are keys to getting my fleets up and running better. And even though I'm a long way away from 3 million, I'm always looking forward to that, what I'm going to need for the 4 fleets. And if you don't start farming the fleet stuff way ahead of time, you'll end up arriving there without your fleets ready to go. So we're trying to think way ahead on fleets. Get that armor for the C team, and get the Bo-Katan for that Jedi Master Kenobi journey. So how far to build the Jedi? You could build a full relic team out of that. You could do 1 or 2 relics. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Revan himself to about gear 12, see how that works. And we're going to take Bindo to gear 11. Basila's gear 10 already. Maybe we'll take her to gear 11. And then we'll try to play it as a 2 relic team because Shock T needs to be relic for JMK anyway. And Yoda has to go Supernova. That's supposed to be relic 8. It says gear 8. It's relic 8. So once I get Shock T to relic, then I might just go ahead and push her to her relic level and Yoda to his relic level for the Kenobi journey sooner rather than later. And that should give me a team that can deal with mediocre Grievous teams, can help me with Padme teams. It'll be able to flex on defense when I need a good defensive team. And mostly it's going to allow me to solve some of my problems on offense without using C, and then I can commit him to defense more often. So, for example, if I see somebody with a good Grievous team right now, I would have to take C on offense. But if I get the Jedi team up and running, then I'll be able to put him on defense. And early, when people don't have an obvious means to beat a galactic legend, then putting it on defense is pretty good. That's going to wrap up the account update for this week. I feel like there was a lot of good progress in the account. I hope you agree. Leave your comments down below if you want to talk about your own account, how your journey's going, or what you see in my journey and how you feel about this week's progress. That's I always like to see those comments. Like if you haven't done that already, helps me, helps the channel. Use your lightsaber and get that thing out of here. Join us over on Discord. That link's in the video description down below. We've got a great Discord community, especially for newer players. Ask all kinds of questions. We've got a bunch of experienced players that are willing to answer those questions and help. So it's a very good Discord channel to be part of, especially for people new to the game. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you in the next Holocron.